Hi, this is Vince Curie. Today I want to talk a little bit about the tension with the Brother machines. This machine particularly is the PE770, and I also have behind me my other Brother machine, my Innovis 2800 Delta. Now, the upper tension, the way you get to the upper tension, turn the machine on, of course. Uh, you would have to equalize your hoop there. In other words, when you first turn it on, basically it'll tell you, are you clear? To center the hoop, because it is an embroidery machine. But we're looking at something else now. You hit the little page button. Okay, and this happens to come right up to the embroidery thread selection, embroidery thread style selection. I have it to have it set up to embroidery type with the 1, 2, 3 with a numbering system. So this then will allow me to pick my the thread system that I use that has the numbering system. This is the Polystar. That's what I use, and in the book that comes with the Brother, it gives you your thread colors, your basic thread colors. It gives you the systems across the top. You got embroidery, which is the Brother system. The country, Brother uses country also. Madeira poly, Madeira rayon. Your sulky, and your Robinson Anton over here. Okay, so I got that out of the way. So now, upper tension, you hit the selection here, and it just happens. There's other things, you got the buzzer, the English, whatever language you might want to speak, brightness, your service count, your total stitch count. Like if you want to buy a used machine, this is your total stitch count. A very complex embroidery could have 40,000 stitches. So here you have 332,000 stitches. So anyway, now the version, in case you want to go to iBroidery, here's the number they're talking about. When you go to iBroidery.com, that's the Brother website for the cartoons, Looney Tunes and stuff, Disney. This is the number they want to register your machine. Now, this is registered, so you could copy it down if you want. It won't do you any good. I got version 1.2. Right? So now here we go. Tension. These machines come with the 00. We're talking about thread tension. We're talking about this thread up here, 00, and that's basically where I leave it. I leave my speed at 650 stitch per minute. Okay, I'll get that out of the way. Now, you're concerned with, say, white bobbin thread coming up into your, just say you're doing blue lettering or something, and your white bobbin thread is at the surface. Ordinarily, what's normal, if you're doing, just say you're doing blue or red, on the bottom of your design, when you stitch something out, if you're running you're running the proper tension and so forth. So like, here's something I made the other night. I have that video, and all right, you got no white showing up over here. This is normal for the design of this particular font. Now on the back, you ought to see a little bit of the yellow. Here you see quite a lot of the yellow, but you should just see a little bit of the yellow. Of course, the white and the yellow, they're close colors. I got different things. I could show you that I done where you don't see the white coming through, and this is normal on the bottom also. But what's not appealing is when, of course, your bobbin thread comes to the top. That indicates that your bobbin tension is not sufficient to pull the spool thread down into the center of the fabric like this and make the lock stitch. Now, we start off, I have caliper here. I turn my caliper on. I zero it. Okay. Now you start out with a bobbin, and if you look in the book, you look over here, it shows you this model. It's 7/16 high or 11/15, 11.5 rather. So let's take one step at a time. I got fractions of an inch. All right. Excuse me. I'm in a bad position here. You got 7/16. This thing is not lit, so sorry. But you got 7/16. That's the thickness of the bobbin. So I got the right bobbin. Now, I check 3 of my bobbins that I have, including a new one. And I want to show you something. I made up a little deal. Now, you could do this yourself. Now, before I do that, you start out with a full bobbin, and let me see if I can go in. I zoom. Let me go closer. Okay, now. Here's my bobbin in there. Now to start off with, I took the bobbin case out. I could show you how to do that. Now to start off with, when you're putting the bobbin in, your thread comes off counterclockwise. Alright? Here's your holder, your case. All my brothers use this same part number. It just goes in here like this. See, now over here you got a deal that this catches under. You pull it right there. Right? See there? Okay. And then what I do is I bring it bring the thread over here, and I bring it up the back like this. See? Now, there is a certain amount of tension on that thing. See, if I hang this by itself, it will not drop. Now, what I did in order to get this to move, and I want to show you. Now, here's the tool. Everybody should be able to do this with this tool. I got 4 quarters. Now you could put all of them together, and a 5th quarter. So there's 5 quarters. This is the only reason why it's hanging out here, because I added it on. But you could put 5 together. Now, and I got the tape here. Okay, put the bobbin in full. And you bring this across like this. There is a little notch here. You could catch this and you catch this. Okay, so now this will be hanging this way. It'll be hanging that way. Now, the other thing you do is you take the tape, right? You see the way I got the thread? You could say horizontally going across. So you take the tape and you put it in line with that. There's a backspace where my finger is. There's a spot for the tape to hold. Okay, so now I'm going to back the camera up a little bit because I'm a little too close. Alright, I have the 5/4 hung in line with the horizontal thread going across, and it's not dropping down, you could see, but if you give it a little bit of a shake, you move your fingers, you move your fingers a little bit, it'll start unwinding the thread. Just about like that. But this is one of my tighter, but you can see it progressing. You can see that's progressing. All right. So basically, it's slowly going around, slowly. So that's about what it takes. That's the tension right there. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do, I take this tape off, I put this here, this is for that machine. And I got another one, right over there. It's brand new. Well, let me pick that one up. Again, I got my thread going across. See the flat spot in the back? All right. Well, this is brand new. This is brand new. This one's quite tight. Alright, let me get another one I have. This is on another machine that I have. This is the loosest of my 3 machines. The loosest of the 3. So you can see I got the thread, and I told you the flat back here, and a little hole there. You can see it. I put this back there like this. All right. The thread comes, like I said, there's a little notch over here, and then I hold it here. I lost it. Look. I'm lost in the camera. This is the loosest of my machines. Let me just back away a little bit. Okay. I got 5/4 on this now. So this is the loosest, and this one. So 5/4 should slowly allow it to go to the floor. I'm going to let it go. Okay, slowly. It goes down slow. All right. So basically, yeah. I'm going to show you now on the machine. Put in the bobbin case, the bobbin back. Now, you clean this area in here with a Q-tip, or you could spray it with the air. Here's the case. Now you see the white mark there. There's a white mark right here too, and these two line up. Now, in the event, I forgot to tell you something. In the event you fail that test that I just showed you, there you go. All right, that's the screw right there. There's the screw. They call that screw A in the book, not the cross point. You don't touch that. This here is the tension adjustment, just in case you're too loose or in case you're too tight. Now, looking at what they give you, they tell you if you're going to turn it, you turn it about 30-35 degrees. Got screw B, that's the one I showed you, and screw A you don't touch. Do not turn a Phillips screw, which is screw A. Phillips is a cross point. And then of course it shows you that you don't want the white bobbin thread coming up into your top. You got right side, wrong side of the fabric. Do not over tighten, of course, approximately 30 to 45 degrees to increase bobbin tension. That particular screw, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. I'll show you, for example, wherever the screw might be. You know, the screw, I just happen to show it up. Now, the screw could be like this when you're looking at it. The actual here, you could see it's off to the left, sort of angle this way. So wherever it is, you turn it 30 to 45 degrees. Now this from here to here is 45 degrees, so you could go a little bit towards that. Turn this a little bit towards the 45 degrees, which would be clockwise, the way the clock goes. Okay. So and the other thing I showed you, I'm going to take this out to put the case in. I'll take this out. Okay. So again, we're lining this. We're assuming now that the screw is tweaked one way or the other. So now this goes in. You drop it in, push it. It drops down, and it's a position where if you rotate it, it's going to lock in. Right? It's going to lock in and be down, locked in. There's a little thing here that the case will be in. Right there. The steel case will go into that little area. Alright? Good. So now it's in, I'm lined up. My little dots, and you put this, put the bobbin in when this is on. You drop this in towards you, and then you push it back, and it clicks. You got little plastic tabs. Again, the tabs, push, and that's it. It's out of the way. And this has a little picture, shows you that the bobbin comes off this way. You put that in. Right? You have a plastic tab right here that allows you to line up properly. Go behind that tab, bring it this way, goes into this groove, around, and just pull it, make sure you're rotating. Good. And you'll feel the tension on that thing. Okay, so these are some of the things that you have to know are right. Of course, always change your needle, and make sure you get the proper stabilizer. When you have a problem, when you're working on your problem, try to make sure that you use the same fabric when you're making your adjustments. And again, as a reference, you could use 5/4. 5/4 would be sufficient weight to start the spool turning or the bobbin turning, or and if you let go, it shouldn't drop to the floor. So I got 3 bobbins I showed you. The tightest is the new one, the newest. This one here will rotate with 5/4. The new one, it slowly goes to the ground with 5/4, and I'm not going to do nothing with that because it sews well. Okay, so again, Vince Arcuri, and I thank you for watching my tutorials. And that's my brother, PE770, and my the brother Innovis. This is the one with the put this on. I'll show you. I light it up, start it up. It has a colored monitor. Colored monitor on it. Up everything. And that's where I I get all my machines, all my new machines. Mr. Vac and Mrs. So, that's Joe and Lisa. You can see the phone number if you're interested. I get my thread there. See all my threads down here. All the Polystar stuff. The Brothers system. It's 63 spools. 63 spools and 1,000 meters each is 50 weight, and it's about $99.99 to get to get the spools and the nice box that it comes in. Vince Curie, thank you for watching.